Thank you. Starting lineups for the Crawford Lady Rangers. Number 3, a sophomore, Haley Adele. Number 10, a senior, Haley Hanks. Number 15, a junior, Holly Clifline. Number 17, a senior, Lacey Litka. Number 21, a junior, Kate Greenlaw. Number junior, Brittany Lemon. And the girl number 40, a freshman, Brady Wells. Head coach is Taylor Rose.
Mustangs starting lineup. Number 1, Tanaya Friesman. Number 10, Haley Hanks. Number 15, Allie Kleinlein. Number 17, Lacey Litka. Number 21, Caitlin Rudloff. And at number 22, Brittany Lemon. So we are just about ready for volleyball action here from Gordon, Nebraska, as Gordon Rushville Lady Mustangs get set to do battle with the Rams from Crawford. Glad to have you with us, whether you're across the street, across the state, or across the country. Very glad that you're along for the ride here this evening. I'm Clint Anderson, and glad to bring you coverage of Gordon Rushville Mustang Volleyball 2014 here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. And we're fighting with some technical difficulties, and just like magic, now they're going to work. So we may be back in business here, and always something we don't expect. Certainly glad to have you along with us, and we are just ready for the opening serve. Well, we are ready for action, and Denny Jacobson ready to get the ball in play. And Peterson sets it up. Ashton Sassy tips it to the back corner, but the Rams defense puts them back in business again. Nia Friesman will set it up for Kendall Campbell. She'll send it to the back corner. That one dug out by Crawford. Sent over again by the Rams. Dug out nicely that time by Jordan Perez. And that one's going to be in the net on the Crawford side. Mustangs out to the 1-0 lead. First set action here between the Mustangs and the Rams. Jenny Jacobson back to serve it up for Gordon Rushville. Good drive that time by Crawford. Ashton Sassy sends it to the back row. That's that time, and the Mustangs can't dig that one out, and we're tied at 1. So Brittany Lemon will step back to serve for Crawford. Tied at 1 in the first set. Jenna Campbell sends that free ball over. And that shot is wide. And that's a Mustang point. Brittany Lemon on the attack that time, but wide of the mark. Mustangs lead 2-1. And now Shania Friesman will step back to serve it up for the Mustangs. That was blocked at the net by Ashton Sassy and Josie Perez. And it's now a 3-1 Mustang lead. Friesman with the serve. Good serve that time. Gets the Crawford offense out of sync. Now the Mustangs back to work. Jacobson sets it up for Perez. Good drive, finds the back line for the Mustang point. It's 4-1, Gordon Rushville. Shania Friesman serving a nice string of points there. Mustangs lead by 3, early going first set. And Shania Friesman, as soon as they drag on, launches that one out of bounds. It's 4-2. Haley Hanks steps back now to serve for Crawford. Big swing that time by Kenna Campbell. And Crawford will send it back over. Jenny Jacobson sets it up for Perez. Dug out that time. Tipped back over by the Mustangs. Ashton Sassy goes at it again. But this time, blocked back over and under the net by the Mustangs. It's 4-3. With our technical difficulties, not able to bring you a pregame show. We apologize for that. We'll certainly get back to our sponsors as soon as we get a chance. Right now, Mustangs lead by 1. There's a tip try by Crawford. Jenny Jacobson sent to the back corner. Big swing that time, blocked and out of bounds. We're tied up at 4. So Haley Hanks answering the string of service by Shania Friesman. And there's another good serve. And Mustangs keep that one back over, but sent right back that time by Caitlin Rudloff. And it's now a 5-4 Crawford lead. First lead of the set for the Crawford Rams. Perez from the left side. She puts that one into the net, and it's 6-4 Crawford. Talking to Coach Campbell before the Deering triangular, the one thing she noted was that her team really struggled with consistency and still battling some of that tonight. So have some really good plays, but having a hard time putting it all together for the full length of the match. See if they can get that squared away here this evening. And Jenny Jacobson sends that one over. Good volley here this time. They'll set it up in the middle, and that's going to be another Crawford point as Caitlin Rudloff puts that one down. And it's now 7-4. Crawford with a 3-point lead. Send it over to the Mustangs. Tip try. Jacobson sets it up for Perez, left side. That one is on the line, and that's a Mustang point. So they stop the run here. Mustangs back within 2 at 5-7. Haley Starr steps back to serve for the Mustangs. Set it up to Rudloff. Good drive, dug out by the Mustangs, and Haley Starr sends it over. Big swing that time by number 15, Allie Kleinmein. That one's long. She airmailed that one, and it's now 7-6. Mustangs back within 1. Good serve that. They'll have to play it out of the Raptors, and that will. We're tied at 7. So the serve receive was high and up into the Raptors, and Crawford had a hard time getting it back over the net. We're tied at 7 in the first set. Big swing that time in the middle. That's Rudloff. And she puts that one down. And it's back to an 8-7 Crawford lead. Jacobson sets it up. Haley Sarr from the back row. Finds the open space on the floor. Mustangs even it up at 8. That top spin shot from the back row dips over the net, finds the open space. Mustangs and Rams tied at 8 in the first set. Set it up for Perez again. Big drive by Perez, return on the line. Mustangs knew it was close and watched it land right on the line. And Crawford back up by 1, 9-8. And Caitlin Rudloff back to serve for Crawford. That one, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Just caught the top of the net and barely fell over. It's a 2-point lead for Crawford now at 10-8. Good serve that time by Rudloff. Carly Hinn from the middle this time. Didn't get much on that one. Mustang set it up. Perez again off the blocker. Dug out by Rudloff. Tip try from the middle. Sent over by Kylie Giles, who's coming into the game. And that one right down to the middle of the floor that time by Brittany Levin. And it's a 3-point advantage now for the Crawford Rams here in the first set. Three ball over. That's a missed hit that time by Kaylin Nadella. Went up and something wasn't quite right. Mustangs get one back. It's 11-9. Mustangs down by 2. And now Josie Perez will serve for the Mustangs. And his serve is in the net. 12-9. Back to a 3-point lead. And now stepping back to serve is Lacey Litka for the Rams. Carly Hinn from the middle. Big swing that time right down to the floor, down the right side. And the Mustangs get one back, 12-10 now. And Hinn will step back to serve for the Mustangs. That one's wide of the mark. And Mustangs back within 1, 12-11. And we got a timeout on the floor by Crawford. Let's say thanks to sponsors of this afternoon's game, this evening's game. Head to Farmers Co-op for all of your grain, agronomy, or livestock feed needs. Stop by any of their convenient locations in Gordon, Hay Springs, or Hemingford, or give them a call at 1-800-252-0898. The First National Bank of Gordon proudly celebrates 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. That's the First National Bank of Gordon. Ken's Clothing Center at 208 North Main Street in Gordon has the latest from brands like Nike, Misty, Gordon, and more. They have a selection for all ages. Stop by Ken's Clothing Center in Gordon. And Homestead Building Supply offers a full-service lumberyard, Ace Hardware Supplies, paint, DeWalt tools, and more. Get everything you need for your home improvement project at Homestead Building Supply in Gordon. The Mustangs trail by 1. Carly Hinn back to serve. 12-11 ball game in the first set. Mustangs ready for that pitch try as Jenny Jacobson sends the quick hitter over. Big swing that time. Good defensive try by Jacobson. Stuck an arm out, but nobody home to follow it up. And so it's 13-11. And Kaylin Nadella steps back to serve for Crawford. Nadella with a nifty jump serve that time. Mustangs had trouble on the server seat, but now they're back in business. Sent over by Sarr. Mustang defense playing pretty well so far this afternoon. Haley Carr drives that one into the net, and it's back to a 3-point Ram advantage at 14-11. For the Rams this season, when they played schools of their size, have played pretty well. I believe they're 3-4 or 4-3. Their losses all came to Class C teams, Crawford being a Class D2 school. And there's another drive that through the Mustang defense, and it's now 15-11. And we've got a timeout on the floor called by Coach Kim Campbell. Mustangs trail in the first set, 15-11. Husker Auto Parts is your local CarQuest dealer, offering a wide variety of CarQuest parts and CarQuest accessories. See them today at 221 North Main Street in Gordon. The Italian Inn in Gordon is proud to support the Mustangs. They serve up delicious meals for lunch and dinner, and they also have a full service bar. Stop in and try the British mushroom burger that's at the Italian Inn today. For each team with one timeout remaining. Haley Nadella back to serve for Crawford, and the Crawford Rams with a 15-11 lead here in the first set. Good serve by Nadella again. That hits her hard to handle. Set it up. In the middle that time by Lemon. Finds the mark. Brittany Lemon puts that one home. It's now 16-11 in favor of the Rams. Can't get everything turned up. Sends over the free ball, and whatever it takes at this point for the Mustangs, they get a point there. It's 16-12, back within 4. Giles comes out, Kenna Campbell comes in. Denny Jacobson steps back to serve for the Mustangs. Not in a good spot. Shania Friedman goes up and knocks that one. Maybe that was Ashton Sassy. Hard to tell from here. I think it was Sassy, actually. She couldn't have had that teed up any more perfectly. She slammed that one to the floor in a hurry. It's now 16-13. And Jacobson with the serve. Campbell sets it up for Sassy. Out wide of the mark. And it's now 17-13. Rams. Brittany Lemon steps back to serve for Crawford. And her serve is in the net. Back within 3 come the Mustangs, 17-14. Nia Friesen gets ready to put this one into play. Six try comes over. And Jacobson will send it over to the Rams. In the middle, good defense that time by Josie Perez. She gets back up, sends it back over. And the kill for Josie Perez. Good hard work that time by Perez. She dug that ball out and jumped right back up and ready to go on the attack. Mustangs back within 2. It's 15-17. Quick tip that time, but Kenna Campbell is all over that. Ashton Sassy from the middle. Power too much net. Miscommunication by Crawford. Falls to the floor. Mustangs within 1. 17-16. So a good run for the Mustangs here behind the serving of Friesen. Sassy from the middle, off the blockers. That one's going to find its way back over. Mustangs will go again. Perez sends it to the back corner. Lined up the swing, and that's a Crawford point. They're back up by 2. It'll be 18-16. The Mustangs closed the gap a little bit there. And Haley Hank to serve for Crawford. Sassy in the middle. That one blocked back over. We're going to say she was in the net. Didn't get over to the blocker, and so it's back to a 3-point lead, 19-16. And we've got another timeout on the floor Real Estate looks no further than Large Share Real Estate indoors. and the Mustang Football Player of the Week. Stop in at 127 North Main Street or call 282-2080. Mustangs. And they'll say that one hit the floor in front of the Mustang defender. And now it's a 4-3 lead for the Crawford Rams as Caitlin Rudloff steps back to serve for Crawford. I think I've been calling Rudloff Kleinline for a little while here, but it all works. We'll try to make sure we get it right as we go. Big swing by Carly Hinn. And that one's not coming back. Big swing by Carly Hinn that time from the middle. And she ties it at 4. Shania Friesman now back to serve for the Mustangs. And that's an ace serve for Shania Friesman. Great job that time. Splits the Crawford defenders And it's now 5-3 Mustangs. Friesman's serve that time finds the net, and it's now 5-4. We're hoping that all of our technical difficulties are behind us as Lacey Litka steps back to serve for Crawford. Haley Starr fields that one. Giles, the unfortunate set, but somehow Josie Perez got that one over. And the tip try with nobody home. And it's a Crawford Ram point, and we are tied at 5. Josie Perez sends that one back, and Mustangs able to get it back over the net. Mustangs purely defensive here, completely out of sync, not able to get any offense set up. They need to get a good pass, and that time Kenna Campbell just couldn't get herself in the right spot that time, and it's a 6-5 Crawford Ram lead. They'll set Carly Hinn in the middle. That one off of the rafters and right back down. Mustangs tie it up at 6. Mustangs set it for Hinn. Big drive again. Carly's getting some good swings this evening. They'll set her again from the middle. That one's on the line down the right side, and the Mustangs back in front, 7-6. Now we're going to have a switch as Allie Kleinlein comes out, and into the game comes Paige Parkins for the Rams. Josie Perez back to serve for the Mustangs. That serve gets the Rams out of system, and it ends up as a Mustang point. They're up by 2, 8-6. So back and forth volleyball action. Another good serve from Perez. That one smashed by Kenna Campbell, but just outside the line. And that'll be a Crawford Ram point, and it should make it 8-7. Crawford back within 1. Kaylin Nadella will now serve it up for Crawford. And another let's serve that time. Ball that just barely catches the top of the net, trickles over, and no way to get to it for the Mustangs. We're tied up at 8 in the second set. Mustangs in a 1-0 hole. This one goes long, and Kenna Campbell gets it over for the Mustangs. Giles sets it up for Hinn in the middle. Off the blocker, dug out, and the Rams go to work. Tip try in the middle, and they've had success with that all night long. Brittany Lemon with the tip, and now Crawford back ahead by 1, 9-8. Kaylin Nadella with the serve. Giles sets it up for Jacobson. Tips it over. That one comes back over to the Mustangs side, and Hinn sends it over. They'll set it up for Kleinlein, I believe that was, and blocked back over by the Mustang defense. And we're tied at 9. Carly Hinn back to serve for the Mustangs as Ashton Sassy comes in. Haley Starr steps out in her role as libero. So Ashton Sassy into that front line for the Mustangs. Carly Hinn, tie ball game at 9 here in the second set. Tip try again that time for the Rams. Sassy off the block and down. Brittany Lemon went up for the block but didn't get to the net quick enough, and it found the open space. Mustangs back ahead by 1. Good serve by Hinn that time, and another Mustang point. Mustangs up by 2. So every time the Mustangs have made a run tonight, Crawford has been able to come back and answer back. It's 11-9. It's a 2-point Mustang lead in the second set, and the Mustangs trail 1-0 in the match. Folks, Essence on Main Street in Gordon can put together beautiful flower arrangements for any occasion. And they have Kringle candles, and wouldn't you know it, the fall Kringle candle scents are in. Stop in and check them out today on Main Street in Gordon. And Farmers Co-op, you can stop by and see them for all of your grain, agronomy, or livestock feed needs. You can stop by any of their convenient locations in Gordon, Hay Springs, or Hemingford. Give them a call at 1-800-252-0898. So the Mustangs with a little bit of momentum here. They lead by 2, 11-9 in the second set. So the serve by Hen. Kleinlein with the drive. Dug out by Giles. That's Denny Jacobson with the attack. The quick attack from the right side. Caught the Rams off guard. And it's another Mustang point. Mustangs up by 3 now, 12-9. Mustangs able to pop that one back over the net. And Giles that time to back up the blockers. Kenna Campbell with the drive to the back line and another Mustang point. It's a 4-point Gordon Rushville lead at 13-9. Harley Hen sends it into play. And long. Makes it 13-10, but the Mustangs with a good string that time that they put together. They lead by 3. And Brittany Lemon serves it up, and she serves up an ace that time for Crawford. They're back within 2, just like that. 4-point lead, back to cut in half, back to 2. It's 13-11. Mustangs able to get it over, but it hit the ceiling on its way over, and you can't do that. We're back to a 1-point game here, 13-12. Mustangs hanging on by the slimmest of margins, 13-12. Giles sets it up for Sassy in the middle. Her swing is into the net, and we're all tied up at 13. And another good serve. The Mustangs going to be called for 4 hits as they can't send that one back over. And it's now a 1-point lead by Crawford. Back and forth volleyball action all the way here in this second set. Good serve by Lemon again. Kenna Campbell sends it to the back corner and long. 2-point advantage now for Crawford. It's 15-13. And Brittany Lemon getting it done on the serving for the Rams and sends that one long. Back to a 1-point game now. Mustangs trail by 1, 15-14, and Denny Jacobson serving it up. Sent up to the net, joust, and knocked down by Ashton Sassy that time. We're all tied up at 15. On the overpass, Ashton Sassy was there to make sure it didn't come back. And Denny Jacobson with the serve. That one's in the net and down. Mustangs lead by 1. So very competitive back and forth action. Hope you're enjoying the action at home wherever you are. We're sure glad to have you with us this evening. Pop back over. Mustangs caught a little bit off guard, and Shania Friesman is in the net, and we're tied up at 16. Went up to attack that, lost track of where she was, ended up in the net. So Haley Hanks to serve for Crawford. Jacobson sets it up for Friesman. She puts it into the net, and it's a 1-point Crawford lead, 17-16. Hard-fought battle the whole way. Jacobson sets it for Sassy. Off the top of the net and over. Blocked at the net that time by the Mustangs. They'll send that one, and it's long, out of bounds. Mustangs even it up at 17. Kenna Campbell back to serve for the Mustangs. Tied at 17 in the second set. Mustang trails 1-0. That's an ace serve by Kenna Campbell. Mustangs with a 1-point advantage, 18-17. Kenna Campbell with another good serve to the back corner. Free ball sent over by the Rams. Mustangs set it up. Friesman sets it up in the middle for Sassy. Off balance shot, but it goes over. Big swing that time from the middle by Caitlin Rudloff. And it's a Crawford point, back within one now. Or excuse me, tied up. We're all tied up at 18 apiece. And Allie Kleinlein to serve for Crawford. Perez with the swing, but kept alive by Crawford. Perez again. And again dug out by the Rams. That one's going to be sent over. Back and forth action here. Mustangs need some defense. That one won't quite make it over. And it's a 1-point Crawford lead at 19-18. And we've got whistles as Gordon Rushville wants a timeout. They trail by 1 in the second set, 19-18.
Gordon Superfoods is proud to sponsor Gordon Rushville Mustang football. Superfoods is a full-service grocery store that carries anything you might need. Check out the full-service meat department or satisfy your sweet tooth at the Sandhills Bakery. They have tons of great deals weekly, and if you don't have a rewards card, be sure to get one today. Good luck, Mustangs, from Gordon Superfoods.
So back to volleyball action as Allie Kleinlein set to put it into play for Crawford. They lead by 1 in the second set, 19-18. Josie Perez with the tip. Might have been wide of the mark, but played by the Rams off the top of the net and down on the attack. And it's a 20-18 Crawford advantage. Jacobson sets it for Perez. That's blocked right back over at the net that time. That was Caitlin Rudloff with the block, and it's 21-18. Sassy in the middle. She pops that one over. Might have been wide, but fielded that time or attempted by Kaylin Nadella, and off the arm of Nadella and wide. Mustangs back with it at 21-19. Haley Saar serving for the Mustangs as they trail by 2. Crawford sets it up. Nadella on the drive. Blocked back over by the Mustangs. And now they'll go to work. They'll set Hinn in the middle. Almost dug out, but down to the floor. Give Carly Hinn a kill. And the Mustangs back within 1 at 21-20. Tip try that time, but the Mustangs ready. Jacobson sets it up for a Hinn. She tips it over and finds the mark. Carly Hinn with the tip back behind her head and over the top. Just good to tie it up. We're at 21 apiece in the second set.
Kim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injury, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon.
The Mustangs and Rams all tied up at 21 in the second set, and Haley Saar serving for the Mustangs. Crawford will have to send the free ball over, and the Mustangs go to work. Carly Hinn in the middle. Dug out nicely by Crawford that time. Nadella on the tip. Not a great set, but made it over that time. But the Mustangs can't. They're going to say that was someone from Crawford in the net. Net violation on the Rams. Mustangs get a point, and they get a break that time as it was off the Mustangs and out of bounds. 22-21 after the net violation. Haley Saar with the serve. Good serve by Saar. Good job by the Mustangs to get that one over the net that time. Big swing that time, but the block is there. Carly Hinn with the drive. Mustangs pop that one up. They'll try Friesman from the right side. Nadella, but dug out by Saar. They'll set Perez. Popped back up. Friesman sends it to the back line. At the net, blocked by Josie Perez. Mustangs lead by 2, 23-21. Josie Perez went up and made the one-handed block that time, but it worked. And the Mustangs, 23-21, and Shania Friesman will, she's not serving it. It's still Haley Saar. Haley Saar, the libero, sends it over. Blocked back across by the Mustangs. Mustangs with some good defense on this little run here as that's sent over. Crawford will have to send this ball over as a free ball. Friesman sets it up for Hinn, and the joust at the net that time goes to Crawford. The set from Friesman a little bit too close to the net that time. 1 point game, 23-22, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Mustangs lead by 1, 23-22 when we come back.
Smart farmers see beyond their fields. They see what quality grain and production does for their bottom lines, how it impacts economic development, and the well-being of people in their local communities and around the world. We're committed, along with our dealers, to innovation and service to help you get the job done right.
Get the smartest value of the season at the Value Bonanza sales event. Visit your authorized dealer today.
So back to volleyball action. Mustangs lead by 1, 23-22. Caitlin Rudloff to serve for Crawford. And that is long, out of bounds on the serve. And the Mustangs 1 point away from evening this up. That'll bring up set point. They lead 24-22. And Shania Friesman back to serve. Mustangs will get this one over. And the Rams go to work. Nadella with the tip. Mustangs pop it up, and Jacobson sends it back. They'll set it up right side. Try to keep the camera where it needs to be, and I apologize. That one blocked back over the net by Crawford. They're back within 1. It's 24-23. Now Giles comes in for Friesman. She'll play the back row and give the Mustangs some defense. Still set point for the Mustangs. Denny Jacobson with a sharp angle shot, but dug out by Nadella. That one sent back across by the Mustangs. Another great defensive play and a big swing. Good play by Giles to dig that one out. Nadella with the tip, and that one's down. We're tied at 24. Heads up play by Kaylin Nadella, 24 apiece.
And so Lacey Litka to serve it up for Crawford. And another let serve that time. And the Crawford Rams 1 point away from taking a 2-set advantage. Got to win by 2. They lead by 1. It is long on the serve. Mustangs tie it back up. We're even at 25. Josie Perez to serve it up for the Mustangs. Tied at 25 in the second set. And now we've got a lineup check here by the Mustangs, wanting to make sure they've got everybody in the right spot. Can't afford to give a point away on somebody being out of rotation at this stage in a close game like this. Tied at 25. And the team must win by 2. Mustangs already trail 1-0. And they really don't want to give this second set away. So the down official really trying to get this worked out as far as who needs to be where. All kinds of confusion. Now we've got it set. Set to go here. Josie Perez, Mustangs and Rams tied at 25. They'll set it up for Hinn in the middle. Big swing, and that one is long and out of bounds. It's a Crawford point. They lead 26-25. Set point now for the Rams as Kaylin Nadella steps back to serve for Crawford. We'll set it up for Hinn again, off the blocker this time. In the middle, and that's a Crawford point. They take the second set 27-25, so a hard-fought game all the way. Mustangs really wanted to get that one. Not going to happen. And so Crawford takes a 2-0 lead and will head to the third in this best-of-5 match. Folks, say thanks to today's sponsors. They do make it possible for us to bring these games to you, and certainly glad to have you along with us today. The First National Bank of Gordon proudly celebrates 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. That's the First National Bank of Gordon. Hinn's Clothing Center at 208 North Main Street in Gordon has the latest from brands like Nike, Miss Me, Jordan, and more. And they have a selection for all ages. Stop by Hinn's Clothing Center in Gordon. Homestead Building Supply offers a full-service lumber yard, Ace Hardware Supplies, paint, DeWalt tools, and more. Get everything you need for your home improvement project at Homestead Building Supply in Gordon. Husker Auto Parts is your local CarQuest dealer, offering a wide variety of CarQuest parts and CarQuest accessories. See them today at 221 North Main Street in Gordon. The Italian Inn in Gordon is proud to support the Mustangs. They serve up delicious meals for lunch and dinner, and they also have a full-service bar. Stop in downtown Gordon and see them at the Italian Inn today. And whether you're looking to buy or sell real estate, look no farther than Barb Share Realty in Gordon. Call Barb today at 282-1516 or stop in and see her at 300 South Main Street in Gordon. We are ready for volleyball action. Mustangs in a 2-0 hole. And Denny Jacobson ready to set this one up and get us underway. Big drive that time from the left side by Kleinlein, but the Mustangs take care of it. And there's a big swing, and on the line. Thought it was out of bounds. On the line as Crawford takes the 1-0 lead in the third set. Josie Perez drives that one to the back line. Dug out by the Rams and sent over by Rudloff. They'll set it up in the middle for Sassy. That one's blocked back across. Haley Sarr is there, and Denny Jacobson tips it over for the Mustangs. Tip try that time, and the Crawford Rams have been deadly on that tip tonight. They've made a lot of hay with that, and they get another one to fall in there, and it's 2-0 in favor of Crawford as we start this third set. That serve is into the net. Mustangs back within one at 2-1. We got gremlins in the scoreboard there. The buzzer goes off. Doesn't mean anything. Mustangs trail 2-1, and Kenna Campbell serves it up for the Mustangs. And her serve is in the net. 3-1. Crawford leads by 2. And Haley Hanks serving for the Rams. And that's an ace serve for Hanks. It's 4-1. So nothing coming easy for the Mustangs here this evening. They've shown some runs and had some good good strings of points, but they're having trouble putting it all together. That serve is wide, and it makes it 4-2. Ashton Sass serve for the Mustangs. So Coach Campbell switching things up. Usually Sassy comes out when she goes to the back row. Good dig by Campbell that time. And that one's not going to make it over. It's another Crawford point. It's now 5-2. And Allie Kleinlein now for the Rams. Jacobson sets it for Perez. Drive and off the side of the dig attempt that time. Mustangs back within 2, 5-3. So a good kill that time by Josie Perez. And Shania Friesman now serving for the Mustangs. That one's up in the rafters, comes down at an odd angle. Crawford's able to play that. Good job defensively by the Rams. Kenna Campbell sends that one to the back corner. Crawford sets it up. Rudloff sends it over. Now Carly Hinn will have to tip it. Not much offense for the Mustangs this time. That's off the blocker, dug by Campbell. Hinn from the middle, off the blocker, but able to dig it back out is Crawford. So good defense by both sides here. That one's not going to come back over. Off of the attack that time by Josie Perez. So Perez literally getting into the swing of things here in this third set. It's now 5-4. Mustangs trail by 1. And somehow not called for a lift that time. And it falls down on the Mustangs side. 6-4 now. Crawford with the lead and Rudloff with the serve. Giles sets it up for Hinn. Off the block and right back down. Brittany Lemon with the block, but couldn't do anything with it. 6-5. Mustangs trail by 1. Josie Perez to serve for Gordon Rushville. Nadella tips it over. Giles for Hinn. And they find the open part of the floor that time in the back row for the Mustangs. 7-5. Crawford leads by 2. And Lacey Litka serving for the Rams. They'll set it up for Hinn. Her tip try. And back on offense and down. Point for the Crawford Rams. It's now 8-5. So Lacey Litka on the serve. Crawford leads by 3. They set it up for Hinn in the middle, and another tip try. That won't go. Blocked at the net by Kenna Campbell that time. Mustangs trimming away that lead back to 8-6 as Carly Hinn steps back to serve for the Mustangs. And Hinn's serve is in the net. Makes it now 8-6. Let's check that, 9-6. Nadella's serve won't make it over the net. 9-7. Mustangs trail by 2. Giles out, Friesman in, and Denny Jacobson back to serve for the Mustangs. They trail by 2 in the third set. And we've got a rotation violation on the Rams this time. That'll cost them a point. Mustangs get another one back. Makes it 9-7. Not sure if we added that point. We didn't. Now it's 9-8. That's right. Mustangs back within 1 after the rotation violation on Crawford. Denny Jacobson with the serve. They set it up right side. Tip it over. Nobody home for the Mustangs. Falls to the floor. And it's 10-8 Crawford. Miscommunication by the Mustangs that time as Brittany Lemon steps back to serve for Crawford. Her serve is in the net. And if you haven't picked up on it, we've got the entire Mustang football team sitting right down in front of us, doing their best to cheer on these volleyball Mustangs as Kenna Campbell steps back to serve it up. Mustangs trail by 1, 10-9. Blocked back over by Josie Perez. We're knotted up at 10. Kenna Campbell serving for the Mustangs. Good job that time of defense by the Mustangs to get it back over. Poked over that time by the Rams. They'll set it up for Perez from the left side and down off the blocker and down to the floor. Mustangs lead by 1. Well, it has been back and forth all the way here, folks. I hope you're enjoying this volleyball action. We certainly enjoy bringing it to you here on Sheridan County JournalStar.net. Glad to have you with us. Kenna Campbell serves. The Mustangs holding the 1-point advantage, 11-10. Mustangs will set it up. Perez from the left side. Big swing that time. Sent back over. Tipped down by Sassy, but dug out by the Rams. Friesman sets it for Sassy in the middle. Not much she could do with that, but pop it over. Big swing that time. Sard digs it out and sent back over by Perez. Another big swing. Mustangs going to be able to get this one back over again, though. That one's blocked back down. Sassy with the big block that time, and the Mustangs now lead by 2. Caitlin Rudloff with some big swings on that volley, but the Mustangs able to weather the storm. Rudloff can really bring it. She winds up and hits that ball hard. That one's tipped back over, blocked at the net by Perez and Sassy again, and it's a 3-point lead for the Mustangs and a timeout called by Crawford. Mustangs lead 13-10.
Gordon Superfoods is proud to sponsor Gordon Rushville Mustang football. Superfoods is a full-service grocery store that carries anything you might need. Check out the full-service meat department or satisfy your sweet tooth at the Sandhills Bakery. They have tons of great deals weekly, and if you don't have a rewards card, be sure to get one today. Good luck, Mustangs, from Gordon Superfoods.
So the Mustangs trail in the match, 2-0, but they lead 13-10 here in the third. Kenna Campbell serves for the Mustangs. When she gets hot, she can serve them in bunches. The Mustangs would like that to happen right about now. There's an ace serve by Kenna Campbell.
just in time. 14-10. It's a 4-point lead for the Mustangs. That serve not handled well. It's not coming back. Another ace serve by Campbell, and it's now 15-10. Five-point lead, I think, is the biggest lead of any set so far for the Mustangs tonight. Josie Perez with the drive. Right at the net. That one will come back on the Mustang side, but tipped back over by Sassy. Rams set it up. Rudloff with the drive. Mustangs got just enough of it, and they'll send it back over. Rudloff again from the middle, off the block of Perez, and down to the floor. And so Crawford ends the Mustang run. It's 15-11. Mustangs lead by 4 here in the third set, and Haley Hanks to serve for Crawford. They'll set it up for Sassy with the big swing. And that one's not coming back over. Mustangs had another one on. It's 16-11. Sassy comes out. And into the game comes Shania Friesman. Haley Saar back to serve for the Mustangs. Misfire that time by Allie Kleinlein for Crawford. 6-point lead, 17-11 for the Mustangs. So momentum maybe starting to shift the Mustangs' way here. They've got a 6-point lead. And Crawford able to get that one back over after playing it out of the rafters. Perez, Mustangs wanted a touch. And now they'll change their mind. The down official agrees that there was a touch by the blocker, but the line judge didn't see it. Thought we saw it up here, and it is a Mustang point. It's 18-11. Mustangs by 7 here in the third set. And another big swing by Rudloff in the middle. That one sent to the floor, back to a 6-point lead. It's 18-12. And now Kleinlein will come back in, and Paige Parkins goes out. Kleinlein will step back to serve for the Rams. Set it up in the middle for Hinn, blocked right back over. Popped up and sent over that time by Friesman. Rudloff again with a drive. Josie Perez sends it across for the Mustangs. They'll set Rudloff in the middle. That one's in the net, and it's a Mustang point. 19-12. Back to a 7-point lead, and Shania Friesman back to serve for the Mustangs. That one smashed down by Carly Hinn. Teed it up for her nicely. 20-12, it's an 8-point lead, and Crawford's going to take another timeout. Mustangs lead by 8 in the third set, 20-12. Hinn's Clothing Center at 208 North Main Street in Gordon has the latest from brands like Nike, Miss Me, Jordan, and more. They have a selection for all ages. Stop by Hinn's Clothing Center in Gordon. Homestead Building Supply offers a full-service lumber yard, Ace Hardware Supplies, paint, DeWalt tools, and a whole lot more. Get everything you need for your home improvement project at Homestead Building Supply in Gordon. So third set action from Gordon. Mustangs and Rams. Rams hold a 2-0 lead in the third set. It's all or nothing here for the Mustangs. And they're 5 points away from getting a set back in this best-of-5 match. Nadella off the blocker, but dug out by Friesman. Sent to the net, and Carly Hinn was in the net that time. And it'll be 20-13.
And Caitlin Rudloff back to serve. Check that. Rudloff will now come out, and number 0, we don't know who that is. She's the libero for Crawford, comes in to serve. 0 not on our program. Can't tell you exactly who that is. Perez from the right side sends it across. Nadella tips it to the back row. Giles sets it up for Hinn in the middle. Off of Hanks and out of bounds. Mustangs 21 and Rams 13. So Josie Perez will step back to serve for the Mustangs. And now the ball has gone all the way underneath the bleachers after the big swing that time. Now they've got it dug out and ready for action. Mustangs 21-13, 8-point lead in the third set. Josie Perez to serve it up. And it's in the net, 21-14. And Lacey Litka now serving for the Rams. Giles sets it up for Hinn in the middle. Big swing, but dug out by the Rams. At the net that time and knocked down by Hinn. Mustangs get another one, 22-14. Chipping away, trying to claw their way back into this. Carly Hinn to serve for the Mustangs. And her serve is in the net. I think that's 2 in a row for Carly. I'm sure she's not happy about that. She'll head to the bench, and in will come Haley Saar, the libero. And Kaylin Nadella with that jump serve for the Rams. Kenna Campbell from the left side. Rudloff sends it over. Giles sets it for Campbell. Sent back up to the net and down. Mustangs point, 23-15. Denny Jacobson on the serve now for the Mustangs. Big swing that time. And another big swing. Second time wouldn't go. Allie Kleinlein went to the well one too many times. Second swing didn't clear the net. And it's set point for the Mustangs here, 24-15. Ace serve by Denny Jacobson to close it out. Mustangs take the third set, 25-15. So the Mustangs hanging around here. They trail 2-1. We'll head to the fourth set from Gordon. You are watching the Sheridan County Journal-Star.net Sports Network.
Gordon Superfoods is proud to sponsor Gordon Rushville Mustang football. Superfoods is a full-service grocery store that carries anything you might need. Check out the full-service meat department or satisfy your sweet tooth at the Sandhills Bakery. They have tons of great deals weekly, and if you don't have a rewards card, be sure to get one today. Good luck, Mustangs, from Gordon Superfoods.
Kim Marlatt and Brian Felker at Physical Therapy West in Gordon have over 30 years of combined experience in providing physical therapy and sports medicine services. Contact PT West for care following injury, sprains, fractures, or treatment of joint, muscle, and back pain. PT West provides individualized rehabilitation following joint replacement, surgery, or stroke. Don't suffer, don't live with pain, and get back to the activities you enjoy. Call PT West at 308-282-0203 or stop by with questions at 100 South Main in Gordon.
So we are back from Gordon, Nebraska. Mustangs trail 2-1, but momentum may be starting to swing their way. They started to get a handle on things towards the midpoint of that second set, even though they came out on the tail end of that set. They've had some momentum since that point in time, and they played pretty well in that third set, took control and hung on for the 25-15 win in that third set. So the Mustangs down 2-1.
And Crawford, I believe, should have the serve going into this fourth set. And that'll be Brittany Lemon stepping back to serve for the Rams. One last lineup check by the Mustangs. And now Hinn comes out, and Haley Saar comes in to replace her before the serve. Kenna Campbell from the left side. Blocked that time by the Mustangs, quickly sent back across by Sassy. And the tip strikes again for the Crawford Rams. They take the 1-0 lead in this fourth set. And Brittany Lemon to serve it up again. Mustangs send it over. That's not going to work as it touched a rafter on its way over the net. And it's 2-0. Crawford with the quick lead in the fourth set. Jacobson sets it up. Middle for Sassy. Dug out that time and sent over. Not sent over as it's blocked at the net by Sassy and Campbell. 2-1. Mustangs trail by 1. Denny Jacobson puts it into play for the Mustangs. They set it up from the left side. Another big swing that time. Mustangs play it out of the rafters, and they won't get that one across as Rudloff strikes again. Mustangs have dealt with some big hitters so far this season, but none probably as persistent as Rudloff. Sassy from the middle. That one off the block of Rudloff and down. Mustangs back within 1. It's 3-2. Kenna Campbell back to serve for the Mustangs. Good serve. That's an ace for Kenna Campbell that time. Tied up at 3. And that one is long. 4-3. Crawford back in front. And Allie Kleinlein to serve for the Rams. Not played well that time, but the Mustangs get it over. They'll set it up in the middle, but they're going to say that Rudloff was in the net that time. No, excuse me. Blocked back over by the Mustangs. Either way, Mustang point. We're tied at 4, and Haley Saar to serve. From the middle that time, blocked back across by Carly Hinn. Mustangs lead by 1, 5-4. It's been close the whole way tonight. Great volleyball action. Mustangs by 1, and Saar serves it up for the Mustangs. Quickly sent across that time by Crawford. Shania Friesman with the tip. Set it up for Nadella. Her tip is wide. Hit the antenna on the way over. And Mustangs with another one. It's 6-4. Mustangs trail 2-1. They won the third set and trying to get another one back here as Saar's serve sails long. And it's 6-5. Mustangs still lead by 1. And Rudloff serves for the Rams. Big swing that time by Josie Perez, but that's in the net. And we're tied at 6. Mustangs will set this up. No, they won't. Josie Perez says, no, I'm sending it right back over. Goes down the line, surprised everybody, including Rudloff. And it's a Mustang point. Mustangs back ahead by 1. 7-6. Shania Friesman to do the serving. Nadella with the tip. Jacobson sets it for Hinn in the middle. Off the block of Rudloff. Rudloff from the middle. Set up by Hinn, and Perez will send that one to the back corner. That was in. That was in. Line judge didn't make an indication right away, and they'll say she did get it right. She did get it right. It was right in the corner. Mustangs lead 8-6. Sent back to the deep corner that time on the quick attack by the Rams. Works to perfection, and they're back within one at 8-7. Mustangs with a 1-point lead, and Lacey Litka serving for Crawford. Giles sets it up for Jacobson. That sails long, and we're tied at 8. Giles sets it for Jacobson. Her tip try comes right back over. Somehow, the ball comes to the Mustangs' side. Now they'll try to regroup, and that one's blocked right at the net and knocked down. Crawford back in the lead by 1 at 9-8. Hinn in the middle. Big swing and down with authority. Ties it up at 9. Mustang hitters just haven't had a lot of room to hit this evening. Tied at 9. Josie Perez puts it into play. They'll set it up for Rudloff in the middle. Blocked back over by Hinn. Mustangs back in the lead by 1, 10-9. Perez's serve is long. And we're tied at 10. Kaylin Nadella to serve. In the net. Mustangs back up by 1. So back and forth we go. This is how it's been, folks. Carly Hinn to serve for the Mustangs. Now they're going to say Mustangs, and I would say we're tied at 10. I may have lost track there. Pop back over, but no, hits the rafter before it can go over. I was right. It was 11-10. Mustangs with another point there make it 12-10. The scoreboard operator struggling a little bit tonight. 12-10 Mustangs. Fourth set. Carly Hinn with the serve. They'll set it up in the middle, not going anywhere as the Mustangs are there to block it. And it's another Mustang point. It's 13-10. And Mustangs making some hay here with Rudloff playing out of the back row for Crawford. As long as you can keep her back there and keep her out of the front row and off of the attack, you got a chance. Jacobson sets it for Sassy. That one's wide, and it's 13-11. Rams back within 2. And Rudloff will step back to serve, and that puts Rudloff, or excuse me, Rudloff losing track of everything here. It's another Crawford point. Trying to do too many things at once, and I apologize. So Rudloff back into the front row, and Lemon serving. And that one's long. Mustangs get one back. They now lead 14-12. Denny Jacobson serves it up for the Mustangs. And Rudloff didn't get much on that one that time. Mustang point, 15-12. Ace serve by Denny Jacobson, 16-12. Mustang lead has expanded to 4, and a timeout on the floor by the Rams. They want to talk this one over.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell real estate, look no further than Barb Share Realty in Gordon. Call Barb today at 282-1516, or you can stop in and see her at 300 South Main Street in Gordon. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company offering all types of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. And Bob Alcorn State Farm Insurance is proud to support the Mustangs and the Mustang Football Player of the Week. Stop in at 127 North Main Street or call 282-2080 and ask about their discount for installing impact-resistant shingles. Back to volleyball action. Denny Jacobson serving it up with a 4-point lead for the Mustangs, 16-12. They set it up for Rudloff, and she puts it right down, 16-13, back to a 3-point lead for the Mustangs. Haley Hanks serving for the Rams. There's an ace serve for Hanks. 2-point margin is all, 16-14. Jacobson able to pop that one up, and Friesman sends it over. They'll set it up for Rudloff in the middle. Her tip try won't go. They'll set it for Sassy. Kleinlein from the left side knocks that one down. 16-15 now. Back to a 1-point set here as Crawford coming back. Jacobson set right on the net. They'll set it for Kenna Campbell, and she hits it into the net. We're tied at 16. So a 4-point run by the Rams has tied it up. And we got a timeout on the floor. Coach Campbell going to talk this one over with her squad. We're tied at 16. Fourth set, Mustangs trail 2-1. The Closet in Gordon features a great selection of consignment clothing, as well as great new clothes and accessories. And while you're there, check out the loft featuring junk with funk. Stop by the Closet at 206 North Main Street in Gordon. And Gordon True Value can get you fixed up with just about anything you might need. Hunting season is here, so stop in and get all the ammunition you need to fill your limit. They can also help you do battle with your fall yard work needs as well. Stop in at True Value in downtown Gordon. So all tied up at 16 in the fourth set. Mustangs trying to regroup here. They'll go to Sassy in the middle, off the blocker, and down for the Mustang point. Mustangs in front again, 17-16. And Kenna Campbell back to serve. Big swing again by Rudloff right out of the middle. No blocking that one. And we're tied up at 17. And Allie Kleinlein back to serve for the Rams. Jacobson sets it up for Perez. Sends it to the back row, but dug out by Lemon that time. Nadella sends it over. Jacobson for Shania Friesman. And out of sync that time. Friesman can't get to it. We're tied at 17. Sassy from the middle. That attack is long, and it's now 18-17. Check that, 19-17. I lost track of one. Crawford leads by 2, 19-17. They'll go to Perez on the line for the winner. 19-18, back within 1. Right down the line she went. Found the mark. Mustangs back within 1. Haley Saar serving it up. They'll set Rudloff on the right side. Off the block of Hinn and out of bounds. Back to a 2-point game. Should be 20-18. And it is.
Rudloff back in the back row to serve. That's a good thing for the Mustangs. Hen with the swing. Rudloff with the tip. Comes back. Dug out by Jacobson. Perez tries to send it down the line. She knew where she wanted to go. She got a little deep with it, caught the top of the net, and it's a 3-point Crawford lead, 21-18. Mustangs going to talk this one over. They trail by 3 in the 4th set. And folks, if you're not a subscriber to the online edition of the Sheridan County Journal-Star, you need to think about it. Go to SheridanCountyJournalStar.net/subscriptions. Access the Journal-Star from anywhere and at any time on the convenience of your computer, laptop, whatever you do there, and get the news before everybody else does. It's a nifty outfit there. SheridanCountyJournalStar.net/subscriptions. This is the front page of this week's paper, so tune in and see what's there. Back to volleyball action. Rudloff serves it up for the Rams. Mustangs trail by 3 late in the 4th set. Big swing that time, but out of bounds. No touch. No, now the line judge says there was a touch, but it was very, very, very close. Thought there might have been. Line judge says there was a touch. And now Rams plead their case, but they're not going to get it done. Mustangs back within 2. It's 21-19. Big turn of events there. Mustangs needed that one. Shania Friesman serves it up for the Mustangs. And now a yellow card given to the coach of the Crawford Rams. She disagreed rather severely with that call, and she'll get the warning. Now the down official is going to head over to the scorer's table, see what we're doing over here. Either way, Mustangs still trail by 2 in the 4th set, and Shania Friesman ready to serve it up for the Mustangs. Set it up for Lemon that time. Dug out. Mustangs will send it over. That is Haley Saar. Nadella, she gets it over. In the middle for Hen. To the back row. Popped up. They'll set it up for Lemon in the middle. And she hits it off the block of Hen and down 22-19. So Giles will come in to replace Friesman. And back to serve is Litka. Giles sets it up. Jacobson has to tip that one over. Nothing she could do. Mustangs trail by 3. Tip try by Lemon. Set up by Giles. Perez with the drive. That'll be a free ball not sent over. Out of the rafters and back on the Crawford side by Rudloff that time. Back to a 2-point game for the Mustangs. Time to get some traction and get it done here. Josie Perez steps back to serve for the Mustangs. They trail 22-20. They got to have this set to stay alive. To Lemon in the middle. Nobody home for the Mustangs. 23-20. Dangerous territory here for the Mustangs. Kaylin Nadella steps back to serve for Crawford. They set it up right side for Campbell. Catches the top of the net and down. 23-21. Can't trade points anymore at this point in the game as Carly Hen steps back to serve for the Mustangs. She's missed a couple in the net tonight. Needs to get this one over. And she does. They'll set it up for Lemon. Her tip try won't go. Quickly tipped over by Giles. They'll set it up in the middle for Lemon. Mustangs set it up, and now Jacobson sends it over. So both teams out of sync. Blocked back over that time. Campbell and Sassy. Mustangs back within 1 now, 23-22, and a timeout taken by Crawford.
Smart farmers see beyond their fields. They see what quality grain and production does for their bottom lines, how it impacts economic development, and the well-being of people in their local communities and around the world. We're committed, along with our dealers, to innovation and service to help you get the job done right.
Get the smartest value of the season at the Value Bonanza sales event. Visit your authorized dealer today.
Fourth set volleyball action. Mustangs trail 2-1. They trail 23-22. Carly Hinn serving for the Mustangs. Living on the edge here in the fourth set. Coming right down to it. Tip try that time, and it works. Right between Campbell and Hinn. And that'll bring up match point now. 24-22 for the Crawford Rams. And Brittany Lemon steps back to serve it for Crawford. Mustangs need 2 in a row to keep the match alive. See if they can do it. Set by Giles in the middle for Sassy. Took a little bit off that time. In the net and out of bounds. Out of bounds. Mustangs live to see another point. 24-23. Denny Jacobson ready to serve it up for the Mustangs. Out goes Giles. In comes Friesman into the front row. 1 point is what the Mustangs need here. This is it. Match point again. That's a touch by the Mustangs, and that will be the match as Crawford takes the fourth set 25-23, and they take the match by scores of 25-20, 27-25, 15-25, and 25-23. Folks, thanks very much for joining us this evening. Say thanks to tonight's sponsors: Farmers Co-op, the First National Bank of Gordon, Hinn's Clothing Center, Homestead Building Supply, Husker Auto Parts, The Italian Inn, Barb Share Realty, Strong Insurance, Modern Farm Equipment, Gordon Superfoods, The Closet, Gordon True Value, Physical Therapy West, and Bob Alcorn, State Farm Insurance. So thanks again for joining us from Gordon this evening as the Mustangs drop the match in 4 sets by scores of 25-20, 27-25, 15-25, and 25-23. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for coverage of Mustang football as the Gordon Rushville Mustangs will be hosting the Mitchell Tigers in homecoming action. That game set to kick off at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Be sure to join us again on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow night.